What's up, y'all? I'm Anatalia Villaranda, and this is In the Know Globe Garage, where I show y'all how to do simple DIY car upgrades for an epic glow up. In this episode, we're going to be installing customized taillights. It does get a little technical, but after that, it's just plug and play, and these lights even dance. Hey, ooh, okay. The tools you'll need are custom infinity LED taillights and a ratchet and socket for the nuts. And don't forget to disconnect your battery before you start. Safety first. But before we start, it's gonna get a little dirty, so I'm gonna put this on 1 second. Let's go. Safety is first, so we have to make sure that the battery is disconnected, meaning that there's no power running anywhere, nothing is on, no wires are hot, which means you can get electrocuted. So make sure your battery is disconnected, and then we're gonna move right into the trunk where the taillight sits. Where the taillights are, all you have to do is loosen bolts. In this case, there's about 4 bolts that I need to loosen in order to take this whole taillight out. So lefty-loosey, and then there's righty-tighty, so we're gonna be doing that. So 1 quick second. And remember, whenever we take any part off the car, we have to place it in a place that we're gonna remember where it is, or else you're gonna lose them, and then when you put everything back together, your mind's gonna be all jimble-jambled, and then nothing's gonna be put apart, or put together. So before we pull this out, all the bolts are loosened, we're gonna remove the wiring from each other, from the chassis harness, which is basically unplugging the taillights from the wiring to the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Bada bing, bada boom, they're removed. And now this is where the magic happens. We're gonna be really gentle. It's gonna sound a little loud. Don't be scared. And it's gonna come right out. Look at that. Woo! Look at all that nasty wiring. We're definitely gonna go with a cleaner one. Whoa. Okay, we got the new taillight installed. I had to put in a new housing. Not necessarily does everybody have to do that, but for this specific taillight, I did have to change the housing, that's why. So I'm just gonna feed the wire through and we're just gonna pop it back on. And we wanna be gentle just so we don't ruin anything. I learned that the hard way. Oh, look at that. Now that the taillight is in, we just have to grab our nuts, which we put them in a place that we're gonna remember where we put them, and then place them back on the bolts and just tighten them and make sure they're super, well, not super tight, but make sure they're tight and secure so you have no water coming in, nothing nasty. We wanna make sure your taillight doesn't pop off on the road, because that would be bad, because they're expensive. But here we go. Okie dokie. All the nuts are bolted on. Now we got one done and one more to go. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Now it's all tightened. That was the last bolt. We just gotta connect the wiring and then the party will start. Hey. That was a 5. This glow up was so much fun to do. Literally, I am obsessed. Don't be intimidated and don't be afraid to try this. It may seem a little technical. It really is just plug and play. So go out there, have fun, get creative, and be safe. Don't forget to disconnect your battery before you do anything. See you next time, y'all.